It's laundry day in my room. Just recently I decided to take on a huge project, or just a project I needed to redo because I felt like it. I've been watching videos about people making shish kebabs for themselves. Since they're doing it, and I already did it, of course, but the one I made was just pure, utter crap. I decided to go around the neighborhood to scavenge for just, junk that I found off the street and in scrap yards. So yeah, look at this. And from Home Depot, because Home Depot's pretty good. But anyway, I reached out to Caleb from Caleb Crafts, on one of the editors of Make Magazine, and I asked him a couple questions on how to make my shish kebab more safer and more better, and he gave me a couple tips on how to do it. So anyway, I asked Caleb from Caleb Crafts over email, is propane safer than butane? And then under 5 minutes he replied with, yes, if you can use propane, then use propane. And then he followed up with, butane is highly unstable. If you shake the cartridge of butane, you can run the risk of some liquid butane coming out and spilling on yourself or on other people, or on other things in your workplace. So I've made the tough decision to scrap my blowtorch tip. So I gathered up a bunch of materials. This is from my old shish kebab. I like it because it's much safer than vinyl tubing. It's steel for sink and stuff. The steel piping, I forgot what it's called. I found a piece of oak, a motorcycle handbrake from a motorcycle scrapyard that was closed down, and a valve from Home Depot, and of course not an abandoned Home Depot. Paid $6 for that. So, of course, not all these materials are found. This, I'm going to go to school and plasma cut this. It is going to hold the butane canister. It's going to wrap around, and I have a belt loop to put on my belt. The blade will be interchangeable, so I can choose between a plastic blade, a wooden blade, or a steel blade. So, my original idea for the gas control was that I'd have a brake line attaching to the valve, so whenever I would press on the handbrake, it would open the valve this way. And then a spring would be right here to pull the valve shut again. I don't like this idea because I'm going to be pulling on the valve a lot, which could weaken the copper pipe, which can cause a leak, and then there are going to be flames coming out, and the flames can be trapped inside the valve or something, and then go down to the propane and then explode. And I want to live. I have a life. And I'm 15 years old. So, my second idea was to have a secondary pulley. The reason why I did that is because I'm going to have all the force on this valve, like I recapped in my last shot. But this time, I'm going to have 3/4 of the force acting on the pulley. And the other 1% of the force, or the other 1/4% of the force, is going to be acting on the valve, right here. So I'm going to have the brake line attached to right here. So whenever I pull it up, I also have a counteracting force, which is the spring. So whenever the pulley is up, it pulls the valve open. And then once I let go of the brake line, the spring's going to pull it back, forcing the valve shut. Also, I think it matches with the style, too. And all that pulley system thingy doohick is going to be right at the base of the blade. Now I hear the dying question that you guys are asking me. How are you going to light the flame? So, I'm going to cut my blowtorch nozzle off right here. Aim the burner part at the burner pipe on the shish kebab. And this will light this once the valve is turned on. And the only time this will be off is if I turn the valve on this off. So, I'm making this video because I'm afraid that I'm not going to have time to make videos because I'm going to be working on this project. I also may be getting third-party help from knife makers or something to help me make the blade for it, because I know a couple, and I'd be surprised on who I know. Anyway, I gotta go, guys. I have a long day ahead of me, a day of contacting people, asking questions, and doing laundry. I love you guys, all my 51 subscribers, and I will see you guys probably once this project is done. Bye-bye.